Okay, welcome back, friends. Here we are going to start with our next video, that is for bridge bearings. So it is our unit number 6, bridge bearings, that is types of bearings, and its details we'll see. So what is first bridge bearing is? It is a bearing are the structural equipments or devices installed between bridge substructure and superstructure to transfer the applied load, including earthquake loads, wind loads, traffic loads, and superstructure self-weight. So these are placed between the superstructure and the substructure, that is between slab or beams and columns. So here you can have a look of the bridge bearing placed above this column and between slab here. So bridge bearings are make rooms, that is for movement, that is rotational movement or translational movement in horizontal and transverse direction. Mainly these are classified into two types. Those are expansion bearings and fixed bearings. So there are several types of these bridge bearings. We will see below here. First, that is sliding bearing, rocker and pin bearing, roller bearings, elastomeric bearings, curved bearings, pot bearings, and disc bearings. So start with sliding bearings. What is the sliding bearing is? So there are two plates. One is connected with the superstructure and another one is connected to the substructure, and that those plates slide over each other when the translational movement or load is applied. You can see in this figure stainless steel plate and that internal sealing ring they have shown, and this slides over each other. Similar way, rocker and pin bearings for bridge structure. So this is a rocker and pin bearing structure. Here is a sole plate at top, stainless steel pin placed between for connection of rocket assembly and sole plate, and at the bottom pintle or masonry plate. So these are shown separated over here: sole plate, stainless steel pin, rocker assembly, and the masonry with pinlets here. So these are connected together to form a rocker bridge bearing. So you can see this bearing placed on a bridge. Generally these are placed for steel bridge structures, and this should be considered when the bridge movement is adequately known and described. Then roller bearings for bridges. So roller bearings can be used in construction of reinforced concrete and steel bridge structures. There are two main configurations: single roller and multi-roller. Here is a multiple roller bearing. So there are several rollers installed for rolling. So you can have a broad look here. Single roller bridge bearing. Here it is, a roller provided as a bearing, and this is for multiple roller bearing. These are the multiple roller bearings. Next type of bridge bearing is elastomeric bearings. So elastomeric bearings are constructed or manufactured from synthetic or natural rubber and can take both translation and rotational movements through elastometer deformation. You can see here, this is a natural rubber or natural rubber made elastomeric bridge bearing, which is placed below the superstructure. You can have a detailed look here. Stainless steel plate will be attached above and bottom, that is base plate also stainless steel, which is fixed in concrete pier, and between that elastomeric pads were provided. This may be of number of layers of pads provided here for the load consumption, that is to accommodate deformation. So classification of elastomeric bridge bearing is based on types of reinforcements used, that is steel reinforcement or fiberglass reinforcement or cotton duck reinforced elastomeric pads there. So strength and response of each type is different. Steel reinforced elastomeric bearing having much more stronger one response, where on the other hand plain elastomeric pad is the weakest one. Advantage of elastomeric bearing is it is neither expensive and nor require more maintenance, that is considerable maintenance. Therefore this is the most used type of bearing for the bridges. The next type is curved bearings for bridges. So these are some simple type of bearings. You can see here stainless convex base plate and then concave top plate is placed over, which will allow the rotational movement, also the translational movement. This is a spherical bearing for bridges. The next type is pot bearings for bridge structures. So pot bearings, you can see here pot that is maybe of stainless steel or of concrete pot is used, and in that pot the stainless steel plates are placed, that is it is called as elastomeric pad and steel piston or PTFE sliding surface. All of these are included, that is all the other upper types we have seen, those are included in this type of bearing. And the last one is disc bearings for bridges. So here in this type of bearing, upper plate, here upper plate, top bearing plate, urethane disc, limiting ring and threaded shear pins are provided. So this is the last type of bearing, that is a disc bearing. Here the rotational movement is accommodated to the deformation of elastomer. Also same here again elastomeric plate is used here, that is they have said urethane disc, but it is similar type of that disc which accommodate deformation and the rotation. So these are the some types of bridge bearings. You should study in detail using reference books. I have provided new notes from the James platform. I hope you may have downloaded those. So study well and stay at home and safe. Thank you.